Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. The Ballerina. From the world of John Wick. We've got the first reactions in. Also, thumbs up for CC. Puppy Cam. Anyway. The social media reactions are here. The first reviews. Hilariously, Lionsgate has come out and basically encouraged positive reviews. Now, this is not going to be a surprise to anyone. Certainly not anyone that watches this channel anyway, is that these movie studios do this, right? They give talking points and they encourage positivity for access. That's just the norm. And it's one of the reasons why I always do these first reviews, is because these initial social media reactions are designed in a way to build hype. They're there as a marketing ploy to build anticipation and hype for a movie that, well, basically the studio wants you to go watch it opening weekend. Because if word of mouth gets out that it's not so good, then they've at least made some money up front, and the money can peter off from there, I guess. Right? So it's not a surprise that a lot of studios do this sort of talking points, try to encourage people, to review it positively, that sort of thing. But we've not seen it quite as blatant as this with an email direct from Lionsgate, which is very, very funny. So we're going to take a look at that email. It's pretty plain. It's quite simple in its encouragement, but it's still funny nonetheless. And we're also going to take a look at the reactions. They're largely quite positive, but they just say that the story's quite lacking, and actually that John Wick's involvement wasn't necessary. His character wasn't necessary. Which, if I'm watching Ana de Armas, I just want to watch Ana de Armas. Alright, she's banging hot. Okay. So, anyway, let's take a look. Hit subscribe if you're new here. Do turn those bell notifications on, and we'll dive right into it. So, here's the... here's the email straight away. So, Lionsgate is embargoed negative and critical reviews of Ballerina until Wednesday, June 4th. So if you want to say anything negative, you can only do it on June 4th. Mental. That's a day before its release. With the film holding its world premiere today, only positive social reactions are permitted at this time. That is pretty mental. As it says here, we encourage spoiler-free enthusiasm across social media starting May 22nd at 1 p.m. Pacific time, 4 p.m. Eastern time, 6 p.m. BST. Oh, 9 p.m., sorry. If you are planning to review the film, critical social sentiment and formal reviews are embargoed until Wednesday, June 4th. That's weird, isn't it? Again, we know that they do this, but it's just so blatant now. And again, it's the reason why I do these videos. Super important to do these videos. Normally I do these videos because it's funny to watch the social media reactions begin to contradict themselves when the same people then release their full reviews. And it's so funny watching them sort of flounder around it. It's like, yeah, mate, literally a week ago you were saying it was one of the best things since sliced bread. Anyway, let's take a look and see what they're saying, right? Although I will say this. Take this all with a massive pinch of salt. Admittedly, the story is a little shallow. But if all you want is to see Ana de Armas kill enough assassins to fill a small European village, then Ballerina is a bloody badass good time with action as intense and inventive as you'd expect from the John Wick franchise. That is kind of what I was hoping. I was hoping to see a banging hot girl run around killing people. The sets are elegant and gorgeous, and some of the kills are flat out insane and rival that of previous John Wick films. Plus, it's great to see Gabriel Byrne back playing a ruthlessly heartless villain. Cool. But again, take this with a pinch of salt. Ana de Armas kicks all kinds of arse in Ballerina and has a knack for dispatching her many enemies with sharp objects and grenades in delightfully brutal ways. It works better when the Baba Yaga stays in the shadows, but I'll never say no. I never say no to more Keanu. Cool. Well, let's keep going. I will say this. Do you remember this film was basically entirely reshot? So the previous director came under massive fire from the studio and they had to bring Chad Stahelski in to reshoot like all of the action and large parts of the film. So just keep that in mind. So it's not a surprise that the studio is worried about it. But it may be, and it may genuinely be, that there was no reason for them to be worried. Obviously, that remains to be seen. We will see. I've seen Ballerina, and the action lives up to the John Wick name. It's highly explosive and engaging. Ana de Armas sure knows how to creatively use a grenade. Sure. Ballerina is hands down one of the top 3 in the John Wick franchise. That's quite high praise. The action doesn't stop until the credits roll. Ana de Armas is that girl. Not quite sure what that means, but okay. The incredible fight sequences stole the show. Love how the film didn't need Keanu to carry it. It was a force on its own. Alright then. Side note, please do follow me over on Twitter at MrH Another one here, Ballerina. I can easily tell what were reshoots. Yet it stands next to the other John Wick films with confidence, thanks to a compelling, though familiar story of indoctrination with Ana de Armas kicking ass in a way this franchise demands. Ballerina is so hilariously over the top. I laughed through the whole thing, for better or worse. It's propulsive, has wild action, but also a painfully boring story that holds it back. John Wick's inclusion hurts the movie too, which sucks, but Ana de Armas is a true action star. I mean, I believe Ana de Armas is an action star. I see her in the James Bond film. She was very, very good in that. And that was basically her audition for this, right? I mean, this is a pretty critical review, so I'm going to say that this one's probably legit. Ballerina is a great addition to the world of John Wick, with its ice-breaking, bone-crunching and gut-spilling action. Len Wiseman brings a fresh set of eyes to the franchise with his style. But he doesn't, though, because they reshot it. But okay. Offering a great balance of storytelling and action that hasn't been felt in the John Wick series before. Ana de Armas is the perfect fit for Eve, and she kills it in her best action role yet, portraying a character that's not only lethal, but nuanced and hot. The movie is nicely paced with phenomenal camera work that stands out and set pieces that topple the early days of the John Wick franchise, with stunts and action sequences that feel unique to Eve and her Ruska Roma upbringing. Its ending might feel stale and boring in comparison to the rest of the franchise, but this is still a film that kicks total ass. We'll see. We'll just click more on this one. Ballerina from the world of John Wick is everything you could wish for. The best movie of the year. Press X to doubt on that one. And I'm looking forward to it, but press X to doubt. Best movie of the year? Shut up. Absolute mayhem from start to finish. Mind-blowing fight sequences. Phenomenally choreographed and staged. Ana de Armas is an action hero for the ages. A simple revenge story with incredible stunts and improvised weapons. From flamethrowers to grenades to ice skates. You have to see it to believe it. Yeah, press X to doubt on that review. Not going to lie, mate. Ballerina is everything I hoped for. It is brutal, beautiful, bursting with emotion. Ana de Armas is fierce, lighting up the screen with deadly elegance and stunning choreography. It honours what came before while boldly expanding the John Wick universe. Okay. Seeing Lance Reddick again hits hard, and when Keanu shows up, pure goosebumps. So Lance Reddick, this is his last role actually before he died, tragically. So there you go. Those are the first reviews. I mean, look, this from Lionsgate though, mate. Nah. This ain't it, Chief. This ain't it. So there you go. Leave your thoughts down below. Would love to hear it. I will say I've had interactions with Lionsgate before. They are notoriously tricky to deal with. So I can believe that they did this. I can genuinely believe that they did this. Anyway, leave your thoughts down below. Take care. Bye-bye now.